Hello and welcome to Gabbett Media. I'm Grant Abbott, and in today's video we're looking at Blender, the interface, and sorting out problems that you might have with workspaces and viewport areas, like having lots of windows and not being able to get rid of them. I'll also show you at the end of the video how you can reset the workspace. Do look at the playlist on my channel, links in the description, and my website for more free courses and educational content. So I'm in Blender 2.92, as you can see down the bottom here, and most of you know that you've got your workspaces, different workspaces up the top here. And they all have different Windows setups according to the name of the workspace. And most of you probably know that you can change your workspace quite easily and bring out new windows and get rid of windows. And in order to do that, you bring your cursor down to the corners and your cursor changes to this crosshair, and you can click and drag and bring out a new window. Now this is one of the hardest things to do in Blender, unfortunately. It can be very confusing for a beginner and they end up with lots of these windows. Well, we'll try and demystify it now. If I come down here where my cursor changes, if I click on the right hand side, that will drag a new window out to the right hand side. If I come here and I'm on the left hand side and my cursor has changed to the crosshairs, I can then click and drag, this is left click and drag, to the left hand side. And the same is true for clicking and dragging and pulling a new window upwards. Now to get rid of these windows, we can come to the middle and our cursor changes to this double arrow. We can then right click and we've got this option, join areas. When we click that, we get an arrow saying which area do we want to keep and therefore get rid of. So I'm keeping the top one, getting rid of the bottom one, and there we go. So if I want to join this bottom section to this one here, I should be able to right click where the cursor changes just here to the double arrow, and I haven't got the option. That's because we've got one big long window here and four separate ones, so it doesn't know which one to join to, and it can't have a workspace that isn't square and going around the corner. So once again, if I click and drag from the top here, I've got two here, one here. I can't then right click here and have a join areas option. I need to come in here, right click, join these areas first, and then when I right click here, because these two are the same, I'll get the join areas option and be able to join them together. So if I join this one together and the top one together, I can now come here and I will get the join areas option and I can get rid of my timeline. So if you click and drag and end up with a huge amount of these workspaces, watch out for really thin ones like this. You need to join them together first and make sure it's equal, then join those areas together and you can then get back to the beginning. Now this doesn't only work with the 3D viewport, which we're on at the moment. If I go up to the top corner here, it also works with these ones. So you've got the outliner here and we've got the properties here. And I can accidentally join these areas together and I've lost my outliner. If we want to bring it back, it's the same way. We go up to the corner here on the right hand side, not the left hand side, otherwise we'll be dragging out a window here. On the right hand side, click and drag, bring it down, and we can change this viewport to the outliner. I can then right click in the middle here and join the areas together. Now if you create a huge massive mess of windows and you just feel like you can't sort it out, well, we can come up here to add workspace. Click on the add workspace, there's the general there, and we're in general layout. If I click on that, it gives us the default scene once again. And we can actually get rid of this one, right click, delete, and then we've got our layout here, and I'll rename this to the original layout and we're back to the start. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful to you. Thanks for watching, thanks for all the support, and I'll see you next time.